It's Election Day. All eyes on New Jersey and New York City today. I want to welcome David Bossie to the show. David has served for the past 20 years as president of Citizens United and Citizens United Foundation. David, good morning, sir. Big day today. What are we in for?
Well, it's going to be a topsy-turvy day, I can assure you. It is interesting, Dave, that people are talking about these elections in these deep blue states, in these deep blue cities. This is really the Donald Trump effect on these local elections that you're having in such a positive way. We are seeing common sense candidates with common sense solutions. That really is what Donald Trump has been all about his entire career. Even though people, they agree with him, they disagree with him, they like how he operates, they don't like it, he's a common sense guy, and he speaks kind of the truth plainly to people. And that's why I think you're seeing this governor's race in deep blue New Jersey coming down to the wire.
How do you think this is going to play out today?
Well, look, I think New York City is unfortunately, very, very difficult for a Republican. Look, it's been since Rudy Giuliani so many years ago. What's that? 30 years ago, 40 years ago that he was elected, and it took 20 years of immense decline for New York City through the 60s, 70s, and early 80s to figure out that they needed new leadership. Unfortunately, they're looking like they're back in the same cycle. Mamdani is going to destroy the city of New York, the greatest city in America, the greatest city in the world. He is single-handedly going to drive the earners, the taxpayers, out of that city hand over fist. And you're going to see Florida and Texas and other southern states benefit from those taxpayers coming to their cities, their towns, and their states. And you're going to see New Jersey potentially. Look, if Chinarelli wins, he is going to benefit because he is an unconventional thinker, and he is going to try and win over those voters, those taxpayers in New York City to come just simply over the river and live in New Jersey and pay their lower taxes there. That's what common sense is going to get you if they elect Republicans today.
It just sickens me as to what's likely to happen in New York City, and I think much of the country feels that way as well.
I agree with you. It really is a sickening feeling. But I will say, you look at these polls, and you and I both been doing this a while, you will see attrition at the polling place for the Republican candidate on the ballot. They will move over to Cuomo because people aren't going to want to waste their vote. That's just kind of the thing when you get in there. You're like, I don't want to. I'm going to see if I can get this thing close. I'm going to make my vote count. And you're going to see Cuomo come close. But I also think you're going to see Mamdani win with less than 50%, and that'll be the first time that's ever happened. That a mayor will win without a plurality of the electorate. So he's not going to be in a strong position. But I will say, when he wins, he's going to pivot and run for president immediately. He is the darling of the new Socialist Party of America. When he wins, by the way, Dave, the Democrat Party, as JFK, RFK, even Bill Clinton, is gone. That party is over. The party of my parents and grandparents is gone and gone forever, and it's now the Socialist Party of America, and that's what they're going to be running on.
David, I want to talk about the breaking news this morning. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Your thoughts about Cheney, the takeaway of his life and his legacy?
Yeah, he was a really kind of an amazing guy, amazing young. Incredibly smart, congressman that came on the scene, worked his way up through Washington, D.C., and I really respected how he operated, how he lived his life. Obviously there was the Iraq War post 9/11, where the vice president got sucked into the weapons of mass destruction, and whether they're there or they're not there, and I think that he was somebody who lived his life as Ronald Reagan did, which was to put America first, to believe that America was that shining city on the hill that everyone could aspire to, that everyone from around the world wanted to come to live their American dream, whatever that is. And Dick Cheney really embodied that. He was somebody who put his country ahead of everything else, and so I really respected him. We had obviously his daughter was a congresswoman following in his footsteps, and really unfortunately for her, went the wrong direction a few years ago.
You think?
Yeah.
She's not so relevant now, is she?
Yeah, she kind of lost her way, and by the way, when people do that, what happens? You look where she is today. She's nowhere. Yeah. But it doesn't impact what his life was and who he was. But it was it's really a shame. But he lived a long good life.
David, I appreciate your time. I wish we had more time. We'll do it again soon. David Bossie, the president of Citizens United.